Hi everyone, Mark Harrell here with TechnoResearch. Today we're doing an install on an O2 adapter. One of the issues we face with professional tuning is getting a clean O2 signal to tune from. To speed the project up, we removed the heat shields from the exhaust and the floorboards for easy access. As you're taking the heat shields off, we wanted to make sure and mark where the clamps were that hold the heat shields on, so when we put our rivets in, that we can get the heat shields back on with no interference. We have the O2 sensor installer kit available through TechnoResearch. Kind of a neat deal. We have the hydraulic crimping gun that crimps the rivet nuts into the pipe. The nice thing about these are they're not intrusive, they don't hang into the pipe and restrict exhaust flow. Then we have adapters that actually bolt to the pipe that our O2 sensors screw into. That way we can use the wideband sensors to do a professional tune and get a much better running pipe. It comes with everything necessary. It comes with the drill bit, it comes with plugs, and the copper seal washers. Complete kit, again available through TechnoResearch. You can check it out on the website. We use an automatic center punch to give us a pilot, so we can do a pilot drill. We'll punch both pipes as such. Again, we mark the front cylinder where the clamp goes. We have plenty of clearance so that when we're done we can put the rivet in and everything will be as it was before we started. We're starting with the number 12 drill bit as a pilot hole. The kit comes with a 3/8 drill included, but that's a little too big to start with, so we're going to make a small hole in the beginning. Our pilot holes are now finished. We've got the final drill bit in. It's the correct size that comes with the kit that sizes the hole for the rivet nut to get the correct crimp. We don't want to elongate the hole in any way or the rivet nut will come loose. So we're going to be real careful and make this hole straight as possible. Next we have the hydraulic crimping tool. We have the rivet nut itself. We're going to install it on the tool. Run it down to the end of the anvil like so. Now we're going to insert the rivet nut into the pre-drilled hole as such. Nice tight fit. We're just pumping it now. Again, it's a hydraulic crimper instead of a manual crimper. Good and tight. We're done crimping. Then we grab a hold of the barrel on the end of the tool and unscrew the anvil from the rivet nut itself. This takes just a second. And when we're all done, we'll see that the rivet nut is almost flush mount. As you know, we want to do this on cool exhaust pipes. The rivet nut is crimped in place. Next we have the adapter. This is what the O2 sensor screws into. We have a special bolt with a hole through the center and a copper seal washer so we get no leakage. But if we don't anti-seize the bolt, it'll never come out when it's hot. A little copper anti-seize just to put on the threads to make sure we can extract the bolt when the process is done. Drop that right down in there. And again, it's a hollow bolt, so we don't want to over tighten it. My preference is to put the bungs on the outside of the exhaust to try to keep them out of harm's way. And I'll show you why in just a second. Again, we're just doing a light snug. That's a hollow bolt. We don't want a two-piece bolt. Once this is installed and tight, we have the tubes that just press onto the hose barb as such. For right now, we're just going to loop this around the air cleaner. We know the bike's cold, and it's just going to keep it out of harm's way until we can get the other side done and move the bike to the dyno. Final step of our installation, we put our air tubes on. The motor's still cold. I just wrapped them around the air cleaner to get them out of the way for right now. We have the tubes to keep air from entering back into the O2 sensor chambers. That would contaminate the reading, and we don't need that. So we have the hoses secured out of the way for right now. And this completes the install of the O2 sensor adapters. You notice basic hand tools, easy installation. Anybody can do this in just a few minutes. Next, we'll have part 2 of the O2 sensor, the wideband O2 sensor installation and wiring.